Okay. So, how do you calm yourself down if you're in that particular state? If your uh, autonomic nervous system is taking over and it's running your life and ruining your life, you actually can override that. I remember years ago being at a breakfast uh, a networking type event, and there were a lot of professionals there, and the speaker was talking about how you can't control your autonomic nervous system. And at the table where I was, there was a psychiatrist there, and I was there, and some other business people. And as soon as that woman said that, the psychiatrist and I both at the same time said, "Oh, yes, you can. You can actually control your autonomic nervous system. And here's how you do it. It's breathing. It's just breathing. Now, most people, when they say, yeah, I know how to do deep breathing, I ask them to show me. I've done this a bazillion times in counseling sessions. And I'll say, show me how you breathe. And they'll go, and that actually, especially if you repeat that several times, will actually make you more nervous. So we got to change how you do that. You want to breathe from your diaphragm. The best way that I know of to make sure that you're doing it correctly is actually to lie down flat on your back with a pillow under your knees, not under your head, because you want your chest to be open. You want to be able to put your head up. You don't want to be like this, okay? So you want to actually lay flat there. Put the pillow under your knees to help with your back. So once you do that, then put a book, on a large book, on your belly button, and then take in air and push that book towards the ceiling slowly. Now, don't make it so slow that you feel like you're not getting enough air, but push it up as slowly as you can and lower it as slowly as you can. And keep repeating that for about 4 minutes. Now, some people like to use like a 4-minute track. I know I like to do this sometimes, a 4-minute track of spa music, something that feels a little bit more ambient, something that you're not anticipating what the lyrics are or wanting to sing along in your mind, but just something very calming. And at the end of the 4 minutes, then you know that you've completed that. So that's a great way to do it. But an even better way to do it is to pick a scripture, because now you're not only going to be working on your body, but you're also working on your soul, and your soul being your mind, your will, and your emotions. And as you repeat that scripture, you're working on that, but you're also connecting with your spirit. So, one verse, whatever one your favorite is, but one that comes to my mind is, He will keep in perfect peace the one whose mind is stayed on Him. And you can see there's just kind of even an inhale and an exhale to that. So it's a beautiful way to take care of body, soul, and spirit all at the same time. We really want the spirit to be the overriding factor in how we deal with life. If you've had a lot of trauma in the past, this is going to be more difficult for you, because you've inched your way up from a baseline over time, where your baseline is now here, and the more anxiety that you experience, your baseline becomes higher, and it's harder to bring it back down after each elevation, if you will. So you really need to practice. It's not going to probably help all that much the first time you try to do it, although it may, but you want to do this at least 4 minutes a day, or 4 minutes 4 times a day. Sorry about that. 4 minutes 4 times a day minimum. Now, once you figure out how to breathe with your belly button, then you can actually do it while you're sitting or standing or in any position. I've used it at the dentist because it's just really good. You can't talk, so just breathe, and the dentist doesn't mind you breathing. He does kind of not like me to talk when I'm there, which is difficult for me because I like to talk my way through a lot of things. So 4 minutes 4 times a day, and then you can do it also as often as needed. Anytime you first start feeling yourself starting to get a little anxious, just drop into the belly button breathing, abdominal breathing, using your diaphragm, however you want to think of it. Just drop into that and you'll see an instant change begin to happen. Now, here's an experiment for you. At the beginning, when you first try the exercise, I'd like for you to write down where you are on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of your anxiety at the moment, with 1 being perfectly calm and 10 being, this is the most, I'm terrified. This is the worst it's ever been. So write that number down, do your 4 minutes, and then check in again with yourself and see, did it move at all? Did it move even 1 point? Did it move 3 points? That's a way that you can kind of begin to see if it's working or not. It may take you more time than that. That's okay. Again, depending on what your baseline is, it's harder to get back to a calm state. So I hope this helps you today. If you have any questions, pop them down in the comments section, or you can email me at mail@drdebbysmith.com. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing how you're doing. Okay? Take care. We'll talk again soon.